Bit of a delay there to Orc.
You have a 10-second discrepancy runner and a 10-second difference between their PBs. This is how close this race is going to be. And now we're just pausing. Synchronize 2 runs. Do we have technical here? Oh dear. Well, so much for the premiere of round 1. What will we be doing here? Oh,
is this Vapo himself that's doing this?
No, I've checked. Vapo's stream. It appears to be operating fine. If you go on to the SRTV race, so it is purely an issue of this.
This audio seems a bit interesting as well.
We may have to do a Oh, okay. We are back with 2-second discrepancy between the 2 runners.
Oh.
Cannonball run. So long, suckers. I'm a lean, mean speed.
We're back, at least.
Watch it, buddy.
You better run.
Orc missing one of the 2 boxes he needs to pick up during SMRT. Vapo picking it up. This is the initial stage of the coin route. We require certain outfits, certain vehicles, in order to initiate missions. And the idea of this game, this category, is just do all the missions. So the coins are prerequisite. So we will see both runners attempt to pick up a certain number of coins to have a certain number for a certain time. And Orc missing a box, strangely not deciding to reset. I'll see how this goes for him.
Is there audio to sync, Alex?
I think they are, yes, slightly.
Yeah, it's a couple seconds. Oh, I think they both are.
Let's do this thing. Well, it's about time.
Currently sounds like I'm hearing this muffled through like a pillow or something. So it is very peculiar.
What's next?
Liquid pointing out that both runners getting a 113 cola caper. Okay, they appear to be in. We'll check. They're slightly off. Yeah, by about a second or so.
Yeah, this is a bit off sync, but
Almost done.
Petty Theft Homer is a mission in which Homer has to retrieve Ned's quote-unquote lost item.
yeah,
And
they're
it's-
lost over town. Just happens sometimes.
Yeah,
Where did I leave Rod?
perhaps Homer had a bit of a rough night in Moe's, left Rod's inhaler somewhere.
That's, of course, it's on the Duff truck. That's why you leave inhalers.
Before the cops find me
Homer.
sitting around talking.
This is still very close, but we're only in the first 2 missions here. First 3, sorry. And these
And now
are...
we will see both runners attempt to get a freebie in the neighbor's garden. I'll leave sadly to explain what a free.
Oh,
Whoa,
no!
We're getting a very strange bit of physics, but I will leave sadly to explain what a freebie
Oh,
is. As
they both got it
them
too!
fly off.
There's a big technical explanation as to why the freebies work the way they do, but you can only get 2 per level.
Walk.
And after that, the physics change on them, so you can't get them.
With a car, at least.
Yeah, with a car. You can still kick them.
So you'll see later on in the game, both players will go through the main menu in order to warp to a new mission, because that actually resets the count, and it's obviously quicker for us to drive through a wasp than it is to get out of the car and kill it ourselves. Now both of them will attempt Lenny push here. Basically, Lenny is the mission starter, and Barney has the car that we need to start
Oh, no,
mission.
oh, no!
Very strange traffic. Vapo getting a very good Lenny carry.
Just like that,
Should be
Vapo's
getting
caught up.
Barney, can I? Piece piece of cake.
Orc going for the minivan. Both players hoping to get either a minivan or a utility vehicle or pickup truck if you prefer. Minivan typically regarded to be the better of the two cars to pick up for this due to its significant toughness increase to the family sedan and to the utility vehicle. Now this is going to be the make or break of Vapo's run. Can he do Smithers' draft? Orc now lining up for this. Get it both of them getting the first hit. Orc should get it based on his current setup.
I think Vapo will get it too.
Oh. Perhaps a bit too far ahead.
No.
By my standards.
Oh
yes,
no!
He went far ahead. Basically, we want to hit the wall first because that kind of forces us sideways against the wall, and then Smithers just gets pushed into where Orc pushed.
I think Vapo had it.
He was too far ahead, I think. It just messes with the AI.
I think he had it if he didn't hit the brakes. I think he had it if he didn't hit the brakes.
It's a difficult one to do. Eventually it just becomes instinctual for some, but I think it's always been a bit of a problem for Vapo.
Yeah. He gets the backup strat there on that invisible wall, though.
We'll see a lot of very strange pixels throughout the game. That's one of the few that actually benefits us. Both of them on to blind Big Brother as Homer fears sexy girls on the internet will be watching him sleep while at work. Orc finishing as Vapo is halfway through. We will see if either runner opts to do Scorpion's dash. Orc
he's close. He's close.
He's a bit off on it in my opinion, so Vapo could pull this back with a decent Scorpion strat. Moving on now to sexy footage cuts. And if Homer didn't destroy those power couplings, perhaps it would have been him. Vapo, not even attempting this.
Oh, that's not good RNG.
Very disappointing. Cider. No, the PS2 is the quickest. Everyone knows that. And we still have a slight discrepancy with the thing of video.
Black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
We're looking for sexy footage now.
You are so sexy when you are paranoid.
Let's do this thing.
Orc opting to do the pause strat. For some reason, if we pause at the exact moment this mission begins, the black van doesn't do the reverse that it should do. Perhaps Sadly knows more than I do. As far as I'm concerned,
just 1 second, I just want to DM you something here, Alex.
Oh, sure.
What the heck were you thinking?
Just a few more.
Orc managing a clean pickup and... Oh, okay, my apologies. The audio sync appears to be on our end.
I think it's going out live, fine, it's just our end.
I see, that's perfectly fine. Orc managing the free B, and as I said earlier, Vapo not deciding to do the pause, so he's lost about half a second in the van having to reverse before going forward. Orc's van driving smoothly.
I believe that strat was found by Orc as well, that pause. I believe it was. Might be wrong though.
Now, this is a good example, Vapo managing to get free wasp, of the game's tendency to make early missions difficult to fail. We have to be a certain distance to not fail. But in the earlier missions, the game just makes it go slower so that you're not going to fail. The issue for us as speedrunners is that we want to complete this mission fast, and our ability to finish this mission is based on this van getting to its final destination. So that's why you'll see them pull back slightly before going into the plant, because you see this slalom area?
Oh no!
The van is really bad at driving. Vapo getting sideswiped, but not getting punished as much as he could have.
No, he could have. That could have been real bad.
Managing to take it quite smoothly. Orc on to Bone Storm. Bone Storm 2, the new video game all the kids are talking about, comes out. And Marge decides to destroy the only 10 boxes of that video game in existence.
It was.
Yeah, there's only 10 copies. Very limited. Very limited.
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, and a very inefficient method of storage, putting only one copy of a game per box.
And also leaving the back of the trailer open.
You'd swear they were almost asking for this to happen.
Oh, Orc got him. Orc might get the shortcut here.
He will, I think, almost definitely.
Yep.
And getting a very fortunate drop. If it dropped off the other side of that truck, he might have had to have pushed through it to pick up the 10th drop.
I think he's going for the reset here. Oh, yeah, he is.
Vapo getting an okay start, although perhaps
5 there's pretty good.
5 is pretty good.
I think he'll get the shortcut as well.
I thought for a moment the lamppost would fall in such a manner that he wouldn't be able to get a drop. There is a very strange thing where
Maybe we'll get the shortcut as well.
Orc getting pan skip. Basically, for some reason, we can skip pans if we have a forced vehicle in the mission prior. So this will happen in this mission because we were in Canyonero. It'll happen again in Operation Hellfish because we're forced to drive Apu's car. And it'll happen several other times. And we get to skip, I think, about 25 seconds worth of pans throughout the game as a result.
Yeah, every pan is a bit different. Every pan is a bit different, so it's hard to time exactly.
That we are.
And everyone, both runners looking for mid to high 11 time here out of Homer 1. I think Orc's probably going to end with like 11:35 around there.
There and about, yeah. And Vapo probably with an 11:47 or so. I could
think
be
it's going
very
to be
wrong.
50. It's going to be 50, but still 15 seconds. 15 seconds is not bad.
I gotta get the...
And you will notice actually when they're running around, it looks slightly different. This is because Orc is a very rare breed of runner who for some reason just decides to use the keyboard and mouse. I'm not really sure what he sees in it, but he's got a very good time. That's very respectable.
Vapo opting to kick Mr. Burns out of the way. Frustrated with that 11:59 Homer 1.
Smell you later, Stinky Gator. Killer.
Now,
Orc gets a good Skinner escape here.
And sound.
Skinner is a very tricky customer. There are a few ways we can get away from him. One is we'll drive right by the lard pad and he gets caught in like a little divot, I think I'd call it. And then we just get away. And there's another one where we allow him to hit us right in the backside. Vapo getting the best car he can. I'll explain that in a moment. Right in the backside, and he'll just spin out because his code is just ridiculous. Oh yeah, my apology.
Vapo isn't doing too bad for messing up Skinner's strat, or Smithers strat here, not Skinner's strat. He's only probably 20 seconds behind here.
Although we would expect this to happen. Orc's early game is significantly better.
Yeah, I think
Vapo's early game.
Orc's
and the
PB
late
is an
game.
11:19 Homer 1. And I think the world record for Homer 1 is an 11:06 or 04.
Is that with IL strat?
No, I think Liquid doesn't do IL strats
I see.
for ILs.
You're all mine.
Now, to briefly explain, there are 4 NPC cars. The one they're both in, which is the sports car. The black van that Vapo just drove by. The sedan, which is like a more boxy version of this. And the taxi. The taxi and the sports car are both better than the honor roller, but the sports car has better acceleration stat. So ideally, for this mission, and Barton Frank, which is going to come after the next mission, we want the fastest car we can get. However, it does put us in the hands of the gods, RNG, as we run around fruitlessly hoping to find a decent vehicle. Wiggum escape now? I'll leave sadly to explain what the hell happens here.
Nobody knows. He just gets confused and bugs out. It's very weird, but it works. I think Mango is the one who found it. Mango has no clue how it works.
No problemo.
It just works for whatever reason.
Now onto Vox Nerduli, the first genuinely difficult mission that there is in this game. The nerd car is fast, programmed to go at 180 kilometers an hour, but an extremely poor driver, although occasionally just that poor driving just doesn't happen. And right now, Orc could not catch up unless the nerd car crashed into the tunnel. So if you crash twice, or if he doesn't crash at all, you just lose. It's a very difficult mission to do, although for the most part, it's not a problem for runners of this caliber.
Oh yeah, I totally rule.
Orc getting a sports car into the next mission.
That's
Great look for him.
It's very good.
Vapo now trying to get a freebie, but I think the traffic car park there just made him take far too wide a line to get off. Orc now going for another freebie. This one is very easy to get. And he manages a good bounce off, so we'll stay very close to that van, which will stop the slingshotting problem that I described in Flowers by Irene. Vapo won a tight race, but should do it fine because he's going to cut across the grass, which the nerd car just decides not to do for some reason.
Yeah, they're kind of nice with the nerd car. The nerd car was programmed to hit a lot of things, but he never hits anything unless you influence him to hit it. And Vapo also gets a sports car there. This is very good RNG for Bart here.
Or
for both runners.
Black van going around the slow way, but safe way. It takes longer to go around, but we'll see as he goes around this corner, the van will not decide just to turn in and try to take a random, terrible route.
It's
which
a bit
can
odd
cost you easily 20 seconds. Or in my case, in my race, about 45 seconds as it decided just to do, you know, it sat now said recalibrating and it just didn't know where to go for a while.
It's a bit odd for Orc not to go for that car wash wasp there, because it can't get stuck.
I think he's saving it for also Vapo's going for the slow safe way. I think he's saving it for Better Than Beef, because he did get Fox Noodly and he did get Bart and Frank.
Yeah, he's probably going to be mini warp at the end of this.
Aw, loser.
Now I'll leave you to explain what the hell happens on Orc's screen when he resets.
The way the car resets work
dear,
is...
my apologies, but Vapo's van just getting clobbered by another van.
Wow,
safe way, but
I just looked over there and I
way.
don't know what's happening here.
A van just took it on, like basically.
Oh, it's on the screen. Wow.
When a car gets hit, it deactivates basically. So as soon as it hit the side of that, the van just kept on going along with the van that Vapo's trying to follow, and it got right into the train car. Massively bad luck for Vapo.
That's bad luck. I'll explain the car reset here for Vapo though. The way the car resets work is that you reset and it spawns you to the closest nearest road. In this case, the nearest road is above you. It doesn't work on a vertical way, it works on a horizontal way. So he's just going to respawn here. He's going to respawn on us later. He can respawn earlier and go up there, but later you spawn on that downward slope and it's faster for acceleration.
And sadly, we appear to have problems with your mic. I'm hearing quite a bit of popping through your mic. Sounds like it's rubbing against quite a coarse fabric. I'll just explain what's happening to Better Than Beef while you're doing that. Better Than Beef is a mission in which we have to pick up a bunch of flat meat for Cletus, because we need to get... I actually forget what we need to get from Cletus. It's a satellite dish. And you'll notice there, he did a reset, which just enables us to go around this. The Cletus's pickup truck is terrible with acceleration. So ideally, we want to create as many long straights as we can to make it so we don't have to take turns that cost us speed. Orchlon not deciding to go for the skip of, I think it's the 7th drop, and picking it up on the jump after the DMV sign. And he's gonna have to reset to get around. Vapo now beginning Better Than Beef. Should be taking this nice and smoothly. And we'll see if Orc goes for this freebie. He goes for it, and he gets it, and Sabby's mic is back, and better than ever.
That's... what is... no.
Vapo, I think he'll be... Okay, I thought he was going to be spawned the wrong way, because you have to be fairly flat against that train car, otherwise you'll miss it. Vapo also not opting to miss the 8th drop to take it after the DMV. Now time for Apu Escape. We take this route around the Krusty Burger because it confuses Apu for some reason. Now keep in mind, Apu's vehicle is significantly faster than ours in this mission. So we need to give ourselves every chance to get that straight line distance between us and him. And if that means confusing him, that means that's what we're going to do. Orc going through the second main menu war of this level, and Vapo getting the freebie. So he will too be going for a main menu warp because if you remember, he picked one up in the train car and he's picked one up now. So he will never get a freebie for the rest of the level unless war.
Let's hit the town.
Let's see how his Apu escape goes.
Bart has to buy a car from his husband here. Shout out to Zoton.
Massive shout outs to Zoton. Shout out to UKSM.
How about a hard one? Eat my dust,
Now beginning Monkey See, Monkey Do. This is a peculiarly difficult mission with a very good soundtrack, where it sort of divides out the great, the okay, and the not so great. It's a very difficult mission to do quickly. A very easy mission to do, but very difficult to do fast, and contains the dirt. I'll let Sadly explain what the hell happens with the physics. But simply put, it's very easy just to miss the monkey, let alone the box we try to pick up there, but also the actual objective.
Or you can fail the jump 2 times.
Yeah. I believe that's the Sadly. Work picking up the gazebo box, and Vapo now opting to buy a car from his husband. Shout out to Zoton. Yeah, Zoton, for those of you who don't know, Cider Time, the second best runner in the game, according to our leaderboards. Orc managing the dirt jump absolutely perfectly and will get the bot. In UKSM, described Bart buying Mr. Plow off of Homer, father, as buying a car off his own husband. Orc opting to go for this monkey a little bit early. Normally, most people go for that 4th last, rather than 21st or 22nd. Say.
It's not really a big time difference. I don't think anybody's actually timed it though.
I think it's significantly faster because you can just reset and be on the correct line to pick up the next two. We'll see.
That's true, but you have acceleration here for this one too.
That is true. Orc managing phone box skip. Basically, if Bart cannot get out of the car because there's an obstacle in the way, you won't get the animation. You will just get a black screen and you'll be out. And Vapo also getting the dirt jump box. This is also why we like NPC cars, because they don't have animation to get in and out, whereas the cars we have to use do.
Here's your last.
Here we go. This could change. This could change the lead right here.
Vapo opting to go for the strat to pick up the monkey that Orc picked up 22nd in 27, I think. So we'll see the differences in strat. Well, there isn't a lot of time difference. I just find this one a lot easier to do and also safer. And he gets the freebie.
He made menu warp though, didn't he? Did Orc make menu warp? I don't remember.
No, Orc did too. Orc did too.
Oh, Orc did too?
Yeah,
I didn't think he got any bees though.
Freebie at all. Yeah, and I don't think there's any available for him in this area.
I might lose him some time coming up here because Vapo is going to have 25 to 50 more coins on him.
Orc on second car, taking it like Season Pro, although that is another hit from death. There's a strange thing where we need to get that extremely dark smoke, otherwise something won't be destroyed. We'll see this later in Operation Hellfish, where despite a weak car being hit by a school bus, it still takes a minimum of 2 hits to be destroyed.
That's a good hit there.
A very good. Vapo managing a fantastic first. The first car is one where we don't really want to divert its path because it's going where we want to go anyway. So we'll try to hit it in the front end so that it keeps on going. Orc managing a very, very good 632 sellout as Vapo moves on to the second car. Now we're moving on to the first... second. Has Orc typed in chat? I thought... Oh, Orc has typed in chat. He has missed cutscene skip. Now to briefly explain. Cutscene skip is a frame-based trick where we can get to the menu and mission select to skip a cutscene because there's a brief time in between the cutscene loading and...
Oh, the no pause!
No pausing at all. Try to be very confident. Go for that one pause.
Some type of truck/dinosaur.
I never would have guessed myself. But, Vapo going for quite a peculiar strategy. He's not going to be very well set up for the final car, although if he gets cutscene skip, he will definitely catch up a lot of time. Ooh, and that car just decides not to be destroyed. He's going to be in a very poor position for the last car.
he gets cutscene skip, he could be back in this.
Unless he gets 6. I think you need to get a 5.
He's probably gonna load 6
34
here.
sellouts to get to not save time with a cutscene. Now cutscene skip works because we can get to the menu and just warp away before the cutscene.
611.
610 sellouts.
611, but
Okay, fair enough.
barely 611. And if he
Now-
gets cutscene, he's gonna be in a good position here.
The cutscene skip
Only
works
about
because
10 seconds here. Go
because
ahead, sorry.
we can menu before the cutscene loads, and that just skips the cutscene. In Bart 1, we only have 1 frame to do this, so a runner with 145 frames per second only has 1.
Oh
getting
yes,
the cutscene. Very well done, Vapo. This is gonna be a comeback.
only about
He
20,
has
20 seconds between them.
1 in 145th of a second to get this cutscene skip. We have 2 frames in the net to cutscene skip, but this is where we start to see where if you go up in your frame limiter, you'll see a slight difficulty in getting your cutscene skips because you get less and less time because it's not time based, it's frame based. Or getting a very nice turnaround on Nerd Race Queen comic book. Should be good for Cycle on the robotic arm, but he is actually going behind now, obviously because he missed the cutscene skip.
Yeah, behind him is PB.
We'll see if Vapo can get quite as smooth a turnaround. And he doesn't. No, tried to get onto 2 wheels and turn around. And hitting those
He might get hit and run
heavy
here, too.
lampposts. I think he'll avoid it.
Yeah, he's playing very careful.
Vapo trying to find a fast car, but none available to him, so he's going to take Malibu Stacy car for Clueless. Clueless, for those of you who don't know, is a mission in which Lisa is desperately trying to find her brother, who just disappeared suddenly, and Milhouse decides, this is a great way to talk to Lisa more. I'll pretend to know where Bart is, and just, try to flirt with Lisa as she goes to these places I've gone to. For those of you who were in my streams a very long time ago, the name of this split for me used to be Infatuated Child Delays Search for Missing Boy. Because frankly, that's all this is.
Orc nearly got sandwiched by that arm.
You can end up 1 hit from death if that happens. And Orc deciding to go for the jump, a lot of people decide to go and turn right to get onto the ground quicker and start driving. Orc getting low slightly. This will give him less and less time to get Clueless coins should he decide to go for them.
He might not. He got a lot of coins in Bart there. His coins are fairly good, but we'll see.
I think he will. In a tournament, you do like to keep your coins nice and safe. I think he will be. He's breaking. He will.
Yeah, he is, yeah. We'll see if Vapo will. Vapo got more coins in Bart 1, but it looks like Orc has more coins to begin with. It looked like he went in there with 854.
Orc managing
has 830.
consistent double kills on those boxes and those vending. So he did that very, very quick. Only needing 3 ground pounds to destroy 6 items. Vapo
go for it.
He will be. You can tell by the setup. He broke slightly before the top of that hill to keep all the wheels on the ground, and you'll see the difference between keyboard and mouse and controller because Vapo has significantly less ability to manipulate the camera. When he went around that corner, we now see Bonfire. When he went around that corner, he just couldn't see a thing because it's a lot harder to manipulate camera with
Ooh, first try Bonfire for Orc.
Very, very smooth. We'll see if Vapo decides to kill Spillhouse. Die, Hillhouse, die. I don't care, says Lisa. And Orc with an immensely smooth Bonfire of the Manatee. We'll see how Vapo does it. This is a very difficult mission to do casually because there's a lot of things that Cletus can hit that just buffers your hit.
There. But he
will not get it. He hit the corner. I think he will reset. If he's wise, he will reset.
Oh yeah.
Or is
He's
he?
going for it. He's going
Actually,
for it.
This is very peculiar. I think there's a traffic car behind there that will block his ability to do this. There is indeed a traffic car there. We will now see Orc doing a pan skip.
Grandpa.
Vapo managing to save it. That is remarkable. And we'll see if he can push that Cletus truck all the way back to destroy that fending. But I think he'll require an extra hit because I think he will despawn one of his drops.
Wow.
And he doesn't. Very well done to Vapo. That was a very smooth recovery. Now this is the third vehicle we have to buy, the school bus, which we see Orc buying from also in Camp Krusty now. Camp Krusty, incidentally, one of the places where you'll see a difference between the 145s and the sub 145, as we'll see who decides the Camp Krusty coin.
Wow, I have 136
Messed up by traffic and the
Oh,
hatchback
no.
going fire. And Orc won't even manage to back up. He will need some hefty hits, although fortunately the sedan is going the direction he needs to go to get to
There
the
is a
second
wall
sedan.
coming up here. He could possibly
He
get.
will get that. He will get
yeah.
that.
I need speed.
Is that one hit or is that 2 hits?
No,
I think that's
that
one
looks
hit.
that looks one hit to me based on the color of the smoke. Vapo not opting for a fish fan. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, that's not good RNG.
This will give Vapo a significant opportunity to pull it back. They might end up on second and third
I
sedan
wonder if I'll get extra credit.
around the same time.
I also get Camp Krusty coins, and I have 136.
Speed.
Just they aren't worth it for the time you get, for the coins you get, I should say. Orc managing a also Vapo going for Camp Krusty coins. Perhaps I should be eating my very own words, as I only have a 141. 8 minutes slower than both of these runners, for the record.
I hope I
Vapo getting a perfect.
Oh
It
no!
looked perfect, but I have no idea what happened there. That looked terrible.
And then
Orc
Orc
was
third cars.
respawning. This is truly. I cannot keep track
That's the
of
wrong
this.
has gone wrong real quick.
Vapo's sedan will not just move along to get hit.
It's empty.
Now, moving on to Slithery Sleuthing, we follow Snake, and because I know Alice is in the chat, I will be saying something.
Excuse me.
We have to pick up 3 drops because Wiggum wants to get 3 strikes. Snake, because apparently the state has a law of 3 strikes and you go to jail.
I need speed. More speed.
Now, strike 1.
Oh no! Vapo's second car.
Strike 1. Counterfeit designer jeans. The foulest of all crimes.
I'll simply say, those of you who hate what I was going to say are very fortunate something bad happened to Vapo,
Strike 2.
because the pacing of the joke was off.
Elderly person without a license.
Moving on now, third drop for Orc, I should say. We will see if Snack will be kind. Snack is
Ooh.
kind. We ideally want him to drop it before the bridge, because after the bridge, sometimes he
Vapo's-
just drops it beyond it, or sometimes he drops it in such a way that you need to bounce your accelerator perfectly, or you will overshoot it, and that is a mission fail.
Mom.
Vapo's saving the coin right there by getting out of his school bus and kicking a tree.
That 1 coin is essential.
Someone call the cops.
And sadly,
gonna-
we do not have the Vapo audio, so I cannot make the joke about the first strike.
I need a
Now we see another pan skip for Orc
Chief Wiggum's.
into Fishy Deals. We have to help Captain McAllister in getting some 3-eyed fish, apparently, in order to get info on where Bart is, as Vapo's Snack crashes into the stairs.
Forward momentum. Plenty of
Vapo also gained some time there because he had a pretty much perfect third car on Hellfish.
Did indeed, but his second car was not very good at all, and getting about the same caliber of drop as Orc
A
does.
little bit better, but not a lot better.
I'd say the traffic pretty much equalized it, because Orc
Yeah.
didn't have traffic, Vapo did. Both of them managing very smooth returns to the casino.
This race is pretty much dead even, considering we're doing IGT timing here, because Orc is about 15 seconds ahead on IGT.
Thereabouts, I'd say we only have about 30 seconds of difference between the two.
I'd say even
Could-
less than that.
I'd say this could change with something as simple as who gets the bigger hit on the limo in the old Pirate in the Sea. That's just how close we're looking at. Will Vapo get a freebie? No, he will not, and I don't recall Orc getting it either. It's a very uncommon bee to get rid of.
Savor your freedom, my cold
Both runners will finish with respectable
Oh!
times. Orc getting hit, and dearie me, this is very poor because for some reason the ground clearance on the Malibu Stacy car does not allow you just to drive over that lamppost.
stupid Ahab.
Orc now picking up the school bus for the old park in the sea, a mission in which we have to destroy a limo, and then board the sea spanker to talk to Bart. Spoiler alert, my sincerest apology. Vapo getting slightly messed up by traffic on the 12th drop.
I don't think this limo mission will change very much the standing. I think the big standings changer here will be cola trucks at the end of March.
I do agree, but getting a bigger hit, it'll save you about 5 seconds, depending upon how the limo gets tracked. Orc managing a decent track, and fortunately the limo does not decide to go straight ahead, as it can do sometimes.
I think Orc's gonna get up by Captain McAllister just as it's about to blow up, and he gets the freebie there as well.
Sorry.
Ooh, Vapo missing the drop. Has he noticed?
Oh, he hasn't noticed.
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna loop back around because you do have to take a jump in the end.
I think he's gonna reset.
He's gonna. Yes,
Okay,
he will. That
realized.
is a very cool head to do that in.
There goes my
And I think actually got a slightly quicker time on Fishy Deals. Orc going for the very good strat going for the sea spanker. It is very difficult because platforming in this game is garbage, and getting on the very tip of that lamppost can be very difficult.
Orc getting kicked off the ship.
Yep, as people in the chat saying, Vapo managing some 200 IQ strats with that reset. And Vapo will manage a similar limo.
Oh no!
Facing the wrong direction. What will he do for
A bit
this?
too far.
I honestly don't know what he can do for this.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, that's some good damage.
Work with some Canyonero physics. He should manage this. One more hit, and I think the limo will be destroyed by any hit it does to itself. Yeah, it should destroy itself.
I think he's just gonna leave it. Yeah, he does.
Although he will not. He's going to take a very long time. Doesn't get freebie, but opting to go for it anyways. Orc now moving on to Donut Truck, a very difficult strat for most people who are on this game.
Will he
but
get?
these two runners
No, he turned around.
Yeah, Donut Truck just destroying his opportunity.
No, he didn't get the backup either.
He has several opportunities
no.
but he doesn't need to plan ahead on where he's going to take up that backup. He can drive ahead and allow the donut truck to just crash into him, and I think he's going to opt for that. But it is going to be very difficult, and he does appear to have a backup here, as Vapo decides to go for a different form of getting onto the sea spanker, just climbing onto the sign, which is a significantly larger platform to be on. Orc should be fine here, only two more drops.
He should be fine, but he's losing some time.
He will indeed. This is, again, a very good chance for Vapo to pick up a lot of time. And also, the strat that Orc was attempting to do allows you to get some freebies. Vapo might be getting these freebies where Orc doesn't. So we're going to see a potential massive both coin and time save for Vapo here.
Oh, that's bad RNG there. Wiggum, nuclear plant truck getting in, or nuclear waste truck getting in the way of the Canyon there for Vapo.
Orc opting to buy Marge Inmate, which we require for Ketchup Logic, the mission after this. For a few donuts more. I see most people picking it up after Redneck Roundup of late, my apologies. And Orc now warping to Redneck Roundup, a mission where we have to follow Cletus, who in my opinion is the most annoying mission character in the game.
Oh no, Vapo missed the freebie there. Oh, he doesn't get donut truck either.
Yeah, although admittedly, this is, if he gets the backup in a similar place,
oh, there we go.
He will save time because Orc attempted the proper strat and missed it, which is time long. He didn't get any drops from missing the strat. Vapo will save time here, and the bee is coming to him, so he can get out of the car if he opts to. Cletus managed to get through the trailer park quite nicely. Sometimes he can just decide to go an alternative route or just get stuck in there for a while. Vapo taking this back up quite smoothly.
Canyon Aerophysics like work on Orchlon's end there.
And Vapo taking the 10th drop. Will he opt to go for that freebie? He will not.
I don't think he wants it. I don't think he is. He might realize that he's behind. Oh! There was some guy underneath Vapo's car there. Did you run him over?
Oh,
what was that?
The freebie just decided to come, which is very fortunate for Vapo. And now we see another divergence of the strat as Vapo decides to go for 4-2 late. Yes, like we do know. I think I noted that earlier, saying that Vapo's late game will be his salvation potentially. We'll see if Vapo gets the freebie, decides to go for it, and very smoothly moving through the very difficult terrain of the trailer park. Most people who decide to go for that freebie and commit to it can end up crashing into a trailer and just messing up their opportunities.
The Cletus just phased through that hatch back there. I gotta watch the speed gaming feed to see this.
I think I saw that, yes. Now this mission, Redneck Roundup, is quite easy. This is a quite easy mission just to do, but for us, we tend to pick up a lot of coins. You'll see Orc right now diverging from the path Cletus takes a lot to pick up coins, and this is where the true danger of this mission comes. Cletus doesn't have to take these strange routes to pick up coins. Orc opting not to pick up the customer bot. Vapo moving through Burns' mansion. We'll see how that 7th drop goes. It can be early, it can be late.
Looks like it's fairly late.
Standard. I call that relatively standard, but maybe my luck is just poor, and I tend to get bad things as standard.
It's later, but it's not. It's pretty normal.
Now moving on to catch-up logic, as we follow Cletus's quote-unquote bank bone to find packets of ketchup just lying around the place to prepare for the winter.
Vapo did not get donut truck, but he got the backup earlier than Orc.
Orc attempted the strat, missed it, and got a late backup. And as sadly said, Vapo got a significantly earlier backup, which saved him a fair bit of time. Vapo, now moving to the end of Redneck Roundup, should be pretty safe. His hit and run meter perhaps a little bit high. If he hits another pedestrian, he could be in trouble. Although he should be fine now.
Probably has to hit 2 people. Let's see how his drop is. Better than Orcs.
Pretty good.
Better than Orcs. Pretty early.
Now
he has to go by the outfit here.
Maybe, perhaps he'll go for a main menu warp because he did get at least 1 wasp to my memory.
I think his route is a lot more similar to Liquid, so I think he will.
Opting to talk to Prostilicus.
Of course. I've done that multiple times.
He is going to go for a main menu warp, which does offer him another freebie, and Orc missing a freebie on the human chessboard. Which, to take a brief moment, is a very interesting metaphor to be in the back of Burns' mansion. Good cycle for Orc, getting a safe 18th drop as Vapo begins the mission.
I don't think we've had more than 1 mission difference between the two during this race.
Trying to think to myself, I think, yeah, you're right. Both of these runners have been in the same mission or
one
in
behind
the end and the start of the other one. About this entire race.
We might see a change here with Return of the Living Dead, or Night of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead? I don't remember.
Return
something
of the
Living Dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's Return of the Nearly Dead. My apologies.
Oh, Return of the Nearly Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it on Orc's mission select. The only reason we'll see a difference of 1 mission between these 2 runners now is because this is the shortest mission, excluding the tutorial mission, assuming you remove the cutscene. Yes, Alice, thank you very much for the information. Oh! Ooh.
Oh!
Wiggle pushing Orc, although fortunately hitting the wall, and Vapo picking up a freebie that...
If Wiggum takes that shortcut there, Orc will lose.
No, Orc is more than safe.
Yeah, but if Wiggum took that shortcut, he would probably lose.
Potentially.
You can manipulate him.
Ooh,
oh!
Vapo missing the jump, getting this drop, but missing the jump. This will lead him to be slightly slower. Scyther throwing shade Orc's way in the chat. Now, Vapo managing a smooth escape, not hitting a single bit of traffic, and should manage this jump fine. As we talk to Nelson, Return of the Nearly Dead, the first genuine issue with 2 cycling. This could potentially... Oh, not
Orc has
managing
terrible
that.
luck with 2 cycles.
Deary me, that was very bad luck for Orc with hitting the basketball pole.
Now where do I
Orc has
Now-
very bad luck with 2 cycles. I think he's the most 2-cycled run I've ever seen.
Orc missing the first drop, going slightly behind now.
plan? The repo guys
Will be opting to pick up coins, which may be dangerous depending upon the sedan's ability to drive. Now, to briefly explain 2 cycles. Several missions have these drops, which you just have to tail and it will drop. The way these drops work is they happen in a set geographical area, and as you go through this geographical area, the chances of drop go up incrementally. So let's say they go from a half to 3/4 to 7/8, and they keep on going up. While this means you'll more than likely get a drop, there's a chance it just won't happen, and the way the game rectifies this happening is the car will just drive around its entire cycle again. This can happen in this mission, slithery sleuthing, although I don't think that's ever happened. We just know it can theoretically happen. And it can also happen in Incriminating Caffeine, which is the first mission of the 5th level. And that happened to me recently, and I can assure you, it's a truly devastating thing to have happen. Orc, not getting 2 cycled.
Oh, but he is getting stuck on that pole there.
Although Vapo managing a much smoother pickup on the back entrance to the school stairs, getting both the box and the freebie immediately. I suspect this will be another mission, provided no 2 cycle, in which Vapo will be catching up.
I got my feeds mixed up, but I thought Vapo was trying to escape the black sedan there for some reason.
Easy.
Orc opting to go for the reset escape. I don't know what the exact maths is, but there's another method you can do, which to me feels faster, although
I think I was the one who started doing that, and I think Orc's way is faster.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that's way a lot faster.
Just remember, everyone, sadly is a bad influence. Don't listen to him.
That's true. I am a very bad influence.
We must keep
That
in mind.
Millhouse has to go to the bathroom real bad.
We must keep in mind, though, Orc missed cutscene skip. So we are seeing the difference in the 2 runners' ability in the early game. And Liquid informing us, I assume reliably, that the reset is 1.1 seconds faster. So I will keep that in mind for my very own.
Vapo. Oh
managing a
man,
late 10th drop.
that was close.
Think beyond
the-
the gas station sign is the final moment you can actually get that drop.
I was thinking it was the crosswalk that was right there, but it's around there.
Not a thing. Where was I? Right. Now, the first time I rode in a water car. Okay.
So, funny story, I once reasoned with a nasty raccoon.
Long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone.
Vapo going for the sedan escape, pretty safe.
Recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing, shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with an antenna? That sounds awfully familiar. I think it was a
Oh.
quickie mark.
Vapo getting back in the car instead of talking to Grandpa.
There's a very strange thing with proximity in this game when you're trying to get into vehicles. Yes, a bottle. That is... If you recall the cutscene, you definitely saw a bottle. Do you remember that bottle you saw? That was definitely a bottle. That wasn't a can. Just saying.
So we're gonna switch to Vapos and we're gonna watch that cutscene again.
Well, why not, is all I say. Orc opting not to go for Flanders Garden, and we'll see if he can get the police... He does get the police skip. Basically, when you need something for a mission, and Vapo's audio slightly lower. Now, when you have to have an outfit or a vehicle for a mission, you get a small pop-up that says, hey, you need this to start this mission. Go to a phone booth or buy it here. But because the place where we buy the outfit is so close to the place where that actual screen comes up, we can actually skip that brief pop-up. And it only says about a second, but it makes you feel pretty good. You get it? Crap circle! Oh, Orc missed the Duff Truck jump. Very strange place. Now we will see perhaps a slight advantage for Vapo because Orc because he is very good at manipulating that camera with keyboard and mouse. So he will be able to turn around very quickly to look around. Now, while we're both in Color Wars, I'll briefly say the next mission, and Orc not opting for Mr. Plowjacket, that might come back to sting him.
Yeah, that's going to haunt him tonight.
Just
Shush.
turn around in bed thinking, that jacket. They
Should have got the
managing
jacket.
the pop-up skip. Now, quite quickly, From Outer Space is a very difficult mission. It's a mission that even the top runners can find very difficult to do well. We have to destroy 3 very, very difficult to destroy Colotra. The first one is kind of difficult, the second one's difficult to do right, and the third one is relatively easy. But if you don't do it right, you are going to lose a lot of time. Orc now is probably going to be going for the gas station, although perhaps not well set up enough or opted not to go for it. We'll see how he does.
The first strike is probably the hardest one for me. Oh!
I do find that too, but from other people's reports, they say the second one is the hardest one to do right.
It is pretty hard to do right, but
I think he will be going for the church sign, which should give him very high damage, and he's 1 hit death.
the second one is pretty hard to get right, but there's a lot of backups there for the second one.
There is indeed.
The first one
Now,
and the third one, there isn't a lot.
Orc now moving for the mansion roof box. A very difficult one, and also a very good display of how terrible the physics are. Orc will be going for quite a careful setup to
Playing it
have the line
safe.
correct. And should get this, yep, should get this, and does. And Vapo missing out on that Mr. Plowjacket. Again, tossing and turning tonight. Both runners will be thinking, why did I not get that jacket? Orc managing,
He's gonna get the launch here.
Going into the stratosphere and missing the strat as well.
That is where the name for this mission from outer space comes from. Is that strat right there?
And Orc will need to pick up some coins and probably won't be opting to pick up any bees because he will want to be right behind this truck to ram it in as soon as it gets in to the power plant.
Oh, he nearly spun around there. That would have
The truck managing the most magnificent maneuver to manage to get through that.
Plus 10 AI. 200 IQ cola truck.
See if Orc can even get the destruction of this truck. He should.
He should before the last truck here.
The truck triggers.
He missed a lot of coins there.
Vapo managing a very poor strat on the first truck. Let's see how Orc does. A very strange truck.
Oh no!
Away again, these 200 IQ trucks just destroying Orc's ability. Vapo now only managing to destroy the third truck now, and we will see the difficulty of destroying the third truck without the strat. So difficult.
The closest backup strat here is the
trailer park.
Yeah, which is just around the corner here, but it's a significant time loss, probably about 15-20 seconds.
It can also mess up, and the garbage truck destroying Orc third truck. Although that's a decent hit from Orc.
That's probably one hit. There he goes.
Now he will be picking up Krusty Burger coins with a very high hit and run, so we'll want to be very careful on his approach.
He might not even go for it. I don't know. Oh, no, Vapo! What's going on with Vapo?
What is happening in this run? Just remember, when we said best, we meant by hit and run standards, which can mean a lot of things. Vapo now lining up for the second truck. We'll see if he gets it better than Orc. I'd say with a good second and third truck, Vapo's From Outer Space can be considered significantly better, and Vapo managing a significantly better second truck. As Orc goes in to incriminating caffeine, which incidentally is I think it's the only mission where the mission war point is not the point where the mission actually begins.
It is during your race, or whose race was it? Oh no, it wasn't your race. Sorry, someone was hovering over mission select.
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you, yeah.
Yeah, because I had a PB once where I instinctively warped to incriminating caffeine after buying out to American, so I decided to do it for a joke.
Was it?
Now, Vapo managing the strat, but not getting a very big hit first, so he is going to need to ram it in and out. Although he should be 2 hits away. This looks like 1 hit.
Orc going for the early carbo for Homer here.
Vapo managing 2 very, very good truck and 1 okay one, whereas Orc only managing 1 good one. I think Vapo will be going for Krusty Burger.
I'd be surprised if
And
it wasn't.
Orc is
Oh!
not to get the construction yard box.
But his coins are still good enough to get it up to American.
Or Vapo's coins also very, very healthy.
But he is close to hit and run here.
Now, briefly, when you make a game, very difficult to create an interior that is kind of like the same as the exterior. It's very difficult to do that, and it's a lot easier just to put the interior somewhere else and just warp the player elsewhere. So, for example, in old games like like a black screen, and then you're in the inside of the building. The same thing is true of hit and run. So that is why we go into the building, the Simpsons house, at the end of that mission, because the interior actually exists somewhere very far off the map. So the distance from Wiggum just goes extremely far away, and we complete the mission like that.
This is just between me and you, random object.
Oh! I thought Orc missed that drop.
Overshooting the construction yard box will be slightly short on coins, perhaps, later on, if that is essential to his coin route.
I forgot our audio was off sync there, and I was waiting for the audio cue for that pickup for Orc. And then I thought he missed it. That's why I yelled "oh."
We'll see how Orc's truck deals with the fire truck and manages to get stuck one. Will it get stuck twice?
It will.
Will it manage my record of 4 times in a race? Yes, it will. Will it manage 5? Will it beat my record? Let's see. It looks like
he's gonna try to influence here.
Oh, get stuck 4.5 times. We'll call it. As Vapo initiates the mission, although they're in different cars, so we will see a slight difference because I believe Car Built for Homer is faster than Longhorn.
It is faster, but I don't think the car speed influences the cola truck here. There might be a small difference in the second mission, though.
And we'll see if Vapo goes for the strat, which I thought I came up with.
Oh, whoa!
But I was influenced by him.
Orc might lose him here.
Opting to not go for Krusty Burger vending machine, probably just for safety. Should be fine. All drops look decent so far.
That is a very weird place to get those coins that he got there.
Legitimate businessman social club. Looks like
Or missing pin pals as well. Dearie me, these brothers will have many sleepless nights ahead. Who's winning? At the moment, it's Orc, and kind of an estimate would be about 25 or so seconds, because the IGT timers are about 31 seconds off from each other. Orc picking up the vending machine he missed originally. Vapo picking up 2 vending machines at Stadium. Should be pretty safe for this mission.
Vapo's coins are not looking too hot, though. I don't know what he's missed, though. He might have missed a couple things.
Well, he did miss the construction yard box, and that might have been essential to his coin route, as Orc gets hit and run, but should be safe as he's about to finish this mission.
Oh,
the police for a second got my heart rate up.
That first cop nearly had him, and then the second cop helped him out.
And Vapo finishing up without a 2 cycle. And managing pin pals. This bodes well for Vapo. No trap for Orc on Baby Ban. I'll leave, sadly, to explain what the hell this Baby Ban even is.
Negative 10 AI. That's all it is. There's a scale of 1 to 10 AI, and there's 2 different AIs. You can have a very smart Baby Ban, or you can have the one that Orc has here, which has negative 10. And 10 is the smartest.
I think Vapo will decide when he finishes this mission to turn and buy Car Built for Homer a bit early, which does actually offer you a chance to pick up a freebie because of the differences in hitboxes between the Car Built for Homer and the Longhorn that he is currently in. So we'll see as he drives here, he will cause the mission complete, and he will turn left and buy car build for Homer. Initiating this little piggy on Orc side. This is the mission which we had to buy Apu American for, but because Moe's is difficult to get to, and it's on the path to get to 5-1, we just buy it early. Managing the freebie on Vapo's side, and pulling Hibbert very nicely to pick up that vending machine. We'll see if Vapo can get the strat that he hid for months.
That was a haunting smile on Apu's face on
Managing the trap
Vapo's feed.
quite well so far. We'll see if this continues. I think he should manage this. He's got this pretty nicely. Ooh, the baby van going for a very heavy reverse, although he should be able to constantly accelerate into the baby van space, which will cause it just constantly to go forwards and back, and he will just continue this cycle over and over again until the 10th drop goes down.
Need just one more here. He has it.
He has it. That is a significantly better baby van for Vapo. Another bit of time save for him. Now we'll see Orc try to bounce the accelerator to pick up this wasp, although not managing it and opting to do it on foot. Now this area of the mission can be dangerous because Wiggum drives like a bat out of hell and he destroys a lot of cars. When he destroys cars, he gives us a quarter of our hit and run meter. And if he causes hit and run just before we get on the highway, the place where the cops spawn is actually out of bounds for some reason. I actually don't know myself. But it will just cause a game crash. And it's something that can be totally unavoidable if you don't have like eyes on Wiggum to make sure he's not hitting anything.
This is very close now.
It is very close indeed.
Vapo's timer unfortunately broke after we made
Vapo doing fantastically. Only 50 seconds into the run in this little piggy. This is WR pace. This is the sub 30 run. Oh my dear.
I must admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
I'm scared.
What in the hell were you
Now, Orc moving on to this. I'm not this little piggy, my apologies. And Never Trust a Snake. This mission is unique. It is the only mission that just says, here's all the time you have, and doesn't give us new timers for new objectives. So, when you're playing this casually, you can think, oh, I'm gonna get it in time. I've got the 25th bit of garbage, which incidentally we have to pick up because Apu decides I need to learn who's doing this cola. It seems like illegal business. Who knows what happens in illegal business? Snake. And Snake says, I have community service, which I think he got due to Wiggum busting him in Slithery's dueling. I think it's established. So we're picking up garbage to do community service. We'll see how Vapo manages to handle the garbage truck, because I think he could save a bit of time if he gets a good manipulation.
Oh, I should sleep more.
No spam, this is the unique mission in that the time that Vapo has right now will continually tick down.
Yeah, I
You
think
get a new
Rigor
timer
and,
each and every time. You get
Rigor
new
Motors.
timers for every single thing.
Yeah.
Vapo trying to manipulate the garbage truck's path, and I'd say slightly better than Vapo's or Orcus as long as it doesn't crash again. Although it has, so he might fall behind slightly.
I think Rigor Motors and Petty Theft add time to the timer, but
It does.
But it's not like a set time. Like if you pick something up, it gives you 30 seconds. It just adds like 20 seconds, something like that.
Now Orc going on the shake and rotate, I believe it's called.
Oh, not getting the
Not
fire truck
managing
jump
the
there.
jump onto the fire truck. If we get that jump onto the fire truck, we'll see if Vapo gets it. You can skip one of those fans, and they can be kind of finicky at times, so it's kind of nice to avoid doing them. See how Vapo's 5th drop is? It is late, I'd say, slightly late.
Yeah, it's not a big major time loss though there. I'd say the runners are just about dead even here, considering IGT timing.
I'm going to keep an eye on Vapo's timer when he gets to 104.08. Try to see exactly how far apart they are.
We'll time it from Orc's 25th drop here.
That is a good idea.
That is
104.18. I'm going to keep that in mind.
104.18.
Get out of my way, silly pedestrian!
Now Orc will again be displaying one of our resets, assuming he doesn't take the right here, and he does take the right here, so he is basically just showing me his favorite finger saying no, I'm not going to show this feature.
This is just between me and you, random object.
Oh! They
And
both
now-
got shot by that wasp there.
Vapo falling behind now. His timer now at 104.18. This is when Orc was picking up the final drop.
That's probably about 20 seconds. This run could change with a missed Apu cutscene skip here, easily.
Any run can change with a missed Apu cutscene skip. 2.5 minutes. All I can say is I like it. Now Vapo displaying what happens when you get the fire truck jump, only requiring one of those two fans to get up here. Now moving on to quick cash, one of the most difficult tricks in the game. Orc will drive to the Googleplex. Then he'll have to avoid Wiggle along the way. Then he will have to destroy an armor truck, which is significantly tougher than the car he is forced to drive here, Little Bandit, Snake's car. And then he will have to escape Snake again, or Wiggum again. It's a very difficult trick, and if you get an ambulance or a Quimby truck in the way of the path you require, Vapo is about 54 seconds behind, based upon the time which they both picked up the 25th drop.
56, but yeah.
Now, Orc getting messed up. William not taking the bait and going down the shortcut, but
he's still
might be able to
making
outrun him here.
No,
This
I don't
is
think he will.
a big risk if it doesn't happen.
Oh,
he will be
no.
in a very poor position.
What is that?
to-
What is that Wiggum bar there? That is glitching out for me.
It does appear to be flashing on my end too. Now this is a very big potential bit of time save for Vapo, assuming all other things in this mission are the same. And getting the hit and run too, he will exiting the restarting the mission. This is basically putting us second. Actually, no, this is putting Vapo ahead.
No, this is even.
106.30
This is.
No, keep in mind the IGT
yeah, it
timers
is.
are different. So Vapo now going about 20 seconds ahead. Liquid, Vapo's timer is sized in such a way that we cannot see the hour. So we're just assuming he is 6 minutes in going into quick cash. He's on a really good run, prepared to be bought. Now Orc attempting a second lose the tail on Wiggum. And this one should be successful. Wiggum will now just go along the shortcut and the escape will be easy. We will now see how Orc does it. I'm actually happy that the timers are out of sync because we will be able to see each runner's armored truck attempt individually. Orc getting in traffic, this car will not. Although, dearie me, that is not going to work. The armored truck will steer out of it. Now, Vapo managing a successful escape on Wiggum. We'll see. Now, if we see Vapo get this strat, he will so much further ahead.
Yeah, he's going to probably be a minute and a half ahead if he gets this.
I think he's got it.
He got it.
He has it. This is Vapo going very far ahead. As we said earlier, Orc early game, Vapo late game. We are seeing the turn. Deary me, this is a fantastic raid.
I'm not sure where Vapo's going, but
I think he's picking up some bees that he missed earlier to correct his
I think
coin
he's
out.
going for free bees. Oh, he's getting
he
low
needs
on
to go back.
coins.
No, he's fine. He's fine. He'll get back. He'll get back. And now he will be getting back there with a lot of time left. And sadly, do you want to do a resync on both of these runners' timers? We could pause Orc's timer until Vapo gets to 108.20, whatever. Because we are looking at a relatively standard backup for Orc. We'll see if he goes for the run. He probably won't be. Although I can hear the sound of his car. That does not sound like a healthy car.
I think we'll be switching to Vapo's audio over here anyway. I just wanted to keep the person head in RTA.
He should not be doing this. He has destroyed the car! Going to have to restart the mission.
No!
Oh dear, I need to seriously calm down. I was almost... There are many expletives I could have said about what just happened. And I have to hold back due to the speed racing's rules on swearing. This is a fantastic race. I'm so happy that I did sign up for
the
this.
car.
I said,
Oh my god.
I did call it. I said, do not do that, Orc. You will destroy your car. I did call it. And Orc now going for his 3rd attempt at the armored truck. Meanwhile, Vapo moving into Curious Curator, a very, very tricky mission to do correctly. You can do this mission in as little as 53 seconds, the best you can do this in. Orc now attempting again.
Oh, we got it this time. I
He should get this. Oh, the armor
got
truck
this.
deactivated. I think he's going to need to hit that to make it work again. Now Vapo will be going for Gazebo Box. Should be safe for this, and his coins are looking very nice. Although, yeah, no, his coins are looking great. The vending machine and the Orc managing to get the trap.
No! Oh!
That is not a successful trap.
What was that hit?
That was very, very poor. Now, Vapo not getting a very good start to Curator. I was not looking to keep an eye on what's happening in Aura. Deary me, this is going to... Although he should be able to destroy this before it gets towards the tunnel. Once it gets out of the tunnel, it is very difficult to destroy that Curator because it is a quick, heavily maneuverable vehicle. Now let's see if Vapo gets that cutscene skip. This is a unique cutscene skip. The only time we can get a pause menu is when it's an active.
Oh, what is Vapo doing?
That was very peculiar. I've never... Wait, how is he
He
doing
alt-tabbed.
this?
He alt-tabbed.
This
lost
is
his
very
timing.
peculiar.
He lost his timing. He might fail this.
He gets
he got
the cutscene skip. Deary me, that... He...
Oh, no, his
cannot
armor
normally
truck
do
got
that.
out.
Orc's truck is out, and it is moving as Vapo moves in to 6-1. What's he doing here?
He's going to call for Homer.
Going for the car build for Homer. I'm not entirely sure why. I think just because he knows he's got this lead now, he is deciding to do everything he can to enjoy it, and I have to excuse... Orc managed to destroy the vehicle. But
Or
he
he
is
has to
probably...
be careful on this. Oh!
That is a 2-hit little bandit if I've ever seen. Even the smallest size
I'm
swipe.
a bit surprised he's not going first person here.
I am surprised too on Vapo moving down to the 7th child, not getting sandwiched by the robot arm, which can do significant damage to the car, and getting Bork license plate. Absolutely fantastic. Textbook stuff. Orc picking up an early rent rather than go for the one in the train yard just to ensure he doesn't destroy his car and have to restart that mission again. Orc moving to the 2nd escape from Wiggum should do this pretty smoothly. Vapo now picking up enough. Now Vapo finally with enough coins for Glowback Supervillain car.
Ooh. I think he's going to go with car build for Homer for most level, though.
I commend him for doing it, but also would ask him to give us as quick a run as he can. As the car build for Homer significantly slower than the Glowback Supervillain.
I heard earlier that Orc was struggling with Apu cutscene, so we might want to watch for that.
And Vapo will be using the car build for Homer. This is brilliant. Is he going to be going for the coins that I've seen people go for in the newsroom? Will he? He will not.
Did Orc just launch over that box? No, he didn't. Okay, good.
Let's see how Orc's Curator goes. If we are seeing difficulties for his cutscene skip, I imagine he got quite a quick Curator in that case. And by the looks of things, he will. An absolutely fantastic hit. That is basically textbook. There is a god strat that he can do, but it's much more difficult. Let's see how he does for his cutscene skip.
Yeah, he said he was struggling with this earlier.
Gets that cutscene skip. He is fine. He will be moving into part 2. Meanwhile, Vapo going for the motel coins early. Some people opt to go for that during the approach to Duff for Me, Duff for You. Now, I would say that Orc can pull it back. If Vapo is insisting upon using the car build for Homer, I believe the difference is a full. I believe it's a full star in difference of top speed. I don't know what the exact stats are as far as kilometers an hour are concerned.
Yeah.
But the Glowbex car is faster. That is just an objective.
I could open up the game files here and see what the top speed difference will be.
There, but not getting sandwiched, so he will not take damage. We also do have to keep in mind, Vapo's timer is, remember about this out of sync thing, there's about, I think now 45 seconds or so? Or even, no, 42 seconds between their two timers, so we are looking at a difference. Okay. Liquid pointing out for us now. They have the same top speed, but the Globex is quicker on acceleration. Which, for the most part, as long as you're a smooth driver, you don't actually need that much acceleration because you should be maintaining speed. Now moving on to Lab Coat Caper, the most boring mission in the whole speedrun.
This one's pretty boring.
We see Frank going around his first and second circle, just for some reason, as the armored truck decides to stop him. Orc now picking up the Globex supervillain car, as he should.
I'm a bit upset nobody's doing the swag strats here of going the other way.
Now,
I think I'm the only one who does that during the
Vapo
Krusty Lemon race.
Going the other way, that would... Okay.
Yeah, it's about 5 seconds slower, but it's funny.
Okay, Liquid now informing that Car Build for Homer is 2 seconds slower. However, does give you the opportunity for a freebie, which is worth 18 coins, I believe, which can make the difference between requiring Neighbor's Garden in Homer 2 and requiring Krusty Burger.
At this point, it'd be 26 because you have the barrier as well.
Oh, yes. I was thinking of the 4 barrier.
The 4 barrier should be 25. The barrier just a 1 coin should be.
Oh no, yeah. My quick maths have not served me well.
Oh, Vapo launching over Frank there.
Orc missing out on Borth for the second time. He will realistically only have one more opportunity to get it as Vapo goes through the black screen and goes into the observatory before Frank even spawns. This can cause you to be unable to talk to Frank. So it can be a risky strat to do if you do not know what you're doing. Vapo now on the approach to Duff for Me, Duff for You.
These two strats coming up here could shift the tide for Orc here.
We have to keep in mind though, Orc's timer is 41 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
So where Vapo is in 41 seconds from now is where Orc is right now.
Yeah, and any waste drops could change this as well.
And the cutscene skip miss.
Yeah, that's 45 seconds right there.
Vapo now trying to get this Duff Truck strat. There is a very good strat that he will get indeed.
Yes,
a
he will.
Fantastic strat there. Although, oh no, looks like they're all going to be dropping on the same side. He should be able to go down the side of the Duff Truck once they all drop and pick them all up. He is fine. Counting to 6, that is nothing to Vapo as he picks up all of them.
If the counting of 6 is not a lot for a lot of people.
Well, to be fair, Vapo is young.
He is. I think he's one of the youngest runners. Orc? Did he have hit? I thought he had hit and run there for a second.
No, he was going into the red area of the hidden meter, I believe. Didn't actually get hit.
I think I got confused because I saw mission complete.
Moving to Full Metal Jackass now. This is a difficult mission to do right. It can be done in as little as 40 seconds or as much as 1 minute and 20 seconds. And that's only if you're doing decently at the actual mission. Vapo managing a very good strat, and he will get 47 coins for free here that he will not have to pick up later, which will actually really save him time as far as his coin rate is concerned. Now picking up
Vapo needs to buy Globex here for the next mission.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if he initiates the mission and then goes to the phone booth to take Car Build for Homer.
I doubt he would, unless he knows that he's ahead by a significant margin. But I don't think he would.
He is not. I'm very disappointed in Vapo. Very disappointed.
Orc going for the motel vending machine there, it looks like.
Now, Vapo going through Squidport on set to kill very smoothly. It's very easy to get hit and run there. And
Orc is not having a good time here with Duff for me, Duff for you.
I think he could even, like, if he rams into the back several times of the Duff truck, he could actually destroy his car almost if he goes too quickly. Now opting for the backup strat, he will be trying to push this truck in so it's exactly straight.
Vapo also has hit and run on set to kill.
He should be fine, although he did miss the 20 seconds, so I don't know if he can pull this back.
Yeah, I don't know. Of course, 20-second being a meme, we pick it up last, so we have more time to get back.
And actually, to reference earlier on in the run, during Fishy Deals, it was also the 20-second drop he missed.
That is
true. And picked up later using that reset, so perhaps...
Oh, Orc is getting pretty low in health here.
Perhaps Vapo is a bit of a blackjack player, trying to avoid the dreaded 22.
I hope he isn't for his sake. He's only 16.
Okay. How age are you all?
How age? I'm 21 if that's what you're asking.
I am as old as time itself, my friend.
Orc going here for
Full Metal Jackass, getting a good first hit on Skinner. Traffic not despawning, although now does. Will he get the good hit on Skinner? No, he will not. He hit the side of Krusty Lou entrance, and he will find it very difficult to get that into the strat. And Skinner will escape. This will cost him potentially 30 seconds if he doesn't get a decent backup here.
Oh, Skinner's going for the shortcut. He could get him sandwiched here. Oh! This is something here.
All the makings of a James Bond film to film this car chase.
Is that smoke coming from your car, Seymour?
No, it's steam. Steam from the steamed laser guns we're having. Vapo's deciding not to do the intended route for this mission. We can go the intended route, or we can just decide to go the other direction. But the problem is that sometimes this leads us to fail the mission because the alien car just gets to a checkpoint and we're so far away that we just get a mission fail, seemingly out of nowhere. So you'll hear every now and again the checkpoint sound coming through Vapo, and that signifies that he's gotten to the checkpoint in time. And Orc decided to do coin grinding early. I'm not quite sure you should be doing that because it's a lot easier to do later because you have the mission warp available to you, which just lets you leave and go back.
Cutscenes good for Vapo here.
Missing it. This gives Orc a chance to claw some of that time back, but keep in mind, Vapo is finished the cutscene where Orc is right now. So this distance is still quite, I'd say almost unassailable, because Vapo is a very good runner, and I don't see him making any catastrophic drop with his autopsies later on. And devour the living, and our ratings will rise. Rise! This is the second time that Bart references something being great when it's actually an apocalyptic event. Orc also missing the 20-second drop. Very, very...
He has to get bored on the way back here, too. He might get hit and run here as well. He's very close.
Now moving on to Rigor Motors, a mission which only in this month, since playing this game for 13 years on and off, that I realized was a pun on Rigor Mortis. And Orc just, unless he goes the intended route of Kangakoto Strike Back, he does not have another opportunity to pick
I believe the intended strat was found to be a bit faster as well, so he might be doing it. Not a lot faster, but a bit.
I know for certain that it does offer much more forgiving traffic RNG.
Orc slamming into the spotlight, but he kind of resituated himself there to talk to Krusty.
The second time a very big hit has led to...
Orc is not very happy with Krusty there. And he's not even going to bother with coin grinder room there. He has 425, so a couple
Now-
coins on 1 or 2.
No. He already picked up coin room before starting set to kill. I
Oh,
mentioned
did
that
he?
earlier.
I
Yes.
missed that.
Now Vapo will require one, or more realistically, both of the boxes in Neighbor's Garden. One will put him within 6 coins of what he requires, but realistically, getting both will be a bit easier.
What is going on with Orcs?
He's decided to pick up the wrong level card.
He didn't even pick it up.
And missing it as well. For shame, Orc. For shame.
Mrs. Bart's science project.
Now,
I think that was
Vapo
Bart's
no longer needs any coins for the rest of the game. He can get busted safely knowing it has absolutely no bearing on anything except for the possibility of dropping the waste, which will happen later. Liquid afraid that Orc might fail. I think he'll be fine as long as his driving and traffic RNG is decent.
You can only fail checkpoint to checkpoint, so we won't fail. But will they get cutscene skipped? That is the question.
He
here.
will need this cutscene skip, otherwise he will be severely behind. And even if he gets this cutscene skip, which he does, throughout all the cutscene skips in this game, he's 7 seconds behind. Because keep in mind, Vapo did get Bart 1 cutscene skip, Orc didn't. That's 52 seconds versus the 45-second penalty that Vapo got for missing his.
But any waste shot from Vapo could shift things in favor of Orc.
It could indeed. Although I would say it's more than likely going to have to be an autopsy 2 or 3 drop, because we are looking at a very significant difference.
Or it could be
Because
2
keep in mind,
drops.
45 seconds is the discrepancy between the actual synchronicity of the timer we have on both runners for IGT.
I thought it was an hour.
Oh yeah, an hour and 45 seconds. My sincerest apologies.
Vapo's timer got it cut off. He is at an hour 25 and 17 at the moment.
Vapo now running ahead of the alien car. The reason for this is because this game has no object permanence. If something isn't being looked at, it doesn't exist. This is also the method we use for the despawning strats we do, and also enables the alien car to move much quicker.
Orc
Moving on to
doesn't need
Pocket
anything.
Protector.
Orc doesn't need
Orc needs one more coin. Only one more coin. But
he can hit this lamppost here and get that as well.
Although if he picks up the phone booth, he will be on 501 coins, and that is too many coins, and he will have to reset.
It looks like he's going to go for the phone booth.
No, going for the stop sign. A complete disregard for the law as he plows through a stop sign.
Multiple lampposts there that are not needed during Halloween, but instead he goes for the stop sign. I hope that doesn't cause any fatalities.
Now, Hovercar, the most terrible car as far as I'm concerned for its actual handling that we have to deal with in game. If you hit... Asadi, do you want to turn over to Orc's audio for a bit?
We can. Just 1 second, I gotta open up the thing.
Alright, I'll just briefly talk about the missions we have ahead. This
There we go,
is
it should
the
be up in a
first
second.
of 4 missions which are the exact same over the course of the next 5 minutes. We carry waste, we try not to have it blow up, and we put it in the tractor. It's immensely dull as far as an actual gameplay perspective is concerned, and it's really telling of where the money and the time ran out on the dev side. Now talking to Lisa as Homer attempts to locate his own nuclear waste in order to destroy the UFO himself.
Orc looks like he's hanging behind here. He's trying to get good RNG on this.
Although no,
Black
crashes
sedan.
into the cemetery.
He crashed into the cemetery, but he got it first try.
It's the black Ferrari, not the sedan. The sedan's the one we follow in
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
in Wolf Stole My Pills. I will not allow an inaccuracy to go through this comment. Okay. Now, Vapo having to escape the car, which, if you'll believe it, has the speed of a sub-boss, combined with the tenacity
of a boss.
And now moving on to Pocket Protector for Orc, as Vapo is probably actually climbing the plant right now, based on the 45-second time discrepancy.
Smooth move, humanoid.
Feel free to follow me. Don't worry. Don't follow Vapo. Follow Sadly. Now,
Don't follow
Vapo
me.
moving the final bit of platforming left. And good riddance is all I'll say. Because it is a truly, truly terrible thing to have to do. Now, he will be climbing up, I think, 5 more girders. Once he gets to the second last 2, he can no longer fall off. But coming up now... Ooh, he had a very short
man,
jump
that
there.
was close.
Just not managed. And now to... I'll just see if he goes for the level card. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. And then he'll go for the least...
it's all business here with Vapo today.
Thanks.
Oh, Orc has hit and run here.
A very dangerous hit and run as well, as the hover car is just so ponderous in its steering.
Oh!
Opting to change direction and getting the bust. He probably didn't want that, but it does make it significantly easier for him to finish this mission. We'll see if he gets the tractor beam cat in the end.
Oh, it sucked me up.
He is too wide on this. But getting the human cookbook.
Well done, Orc.
Congratulations.
He didn't get Bork, but he got a human cookbook.
But I would say Vapo did get pin pals, so we're looking at a slight difference. The pin pals, the New Zealand pen pal, of course.
Sweet. Let's do this thing.
Now, they're both in the same car, but actually in different missions, because Autopsy 1 and There's Something About Monty is divided into 2 separate missions, even though the next 2 missions will essentially be the same thing of the 2 missions, except combined into 1 mission.
Speed of a stuff boss combined with the tenacity of a level boss.
Yeah, Orc still has to do platforming here.
Does indeed, although again, I'd say...
The tenacity of a level boss.
Oh my... I just can't believe they managed to combine those 2.
Yeah.
Those 2 things. Vapo taking a very big hit, but managing not to blow up the waist, and should get a good catch here, pretty high up.
Oh, no! Okay, I thought he was going to hit that slide there.
Looks harder than it is.
Orc now moving through the trailer park, a very, very difficult place to go through. A, due to the number of pedestrians, and B, the terrain is so hugely bumpy, and the trailers are so hugely solid, that it's very easy to lose the waist there if you're not careful. Although fortunately, it is very early in the run as far as the bringing it back to the UFO is concerned. So you don't have to actually restart the mission in order to get back to that waist.
Here's platforming for Orc with the best song in the game.
It is indeed the Land of Chocolate.
This is the credits music you'll probably hear when Orc is, or... I said Orc, but Vapo can blow up the waist here at any point.
Ooh. Very close jump there, although I'm not used to seeing keyboard and mouse, so it might have been a mistake for my fault.
I think that was good, but...
Perhaps it's just the forced perspective by the keyboard and mouse camera. Now moving with the Little Bandit. In my opinion, the most pleasant car we have to drive in all of the 7th level. Although slightly slower than the 70s sports car and the World War II vehicle with a rocket strapped on the back.
Orc's 70 sports car here is a bit damaged here.
He should be fine. He's
probably about 2 big except from death though.
Although I'd say he doesn't want to get hit anyways, so it doesn't really make any true difference.
That's true. A big hit will probably blow up the waist anyway.
He should reset though on the drop, because this will count as a hit. And it does. He is 1 hit from death. Any hit will destroy him. That smoke is dark, and he is not opting for first-person camera, which, frankly, I would not advise. Will he go for the gas station wrench? No, he will not. He will opt to go for the no beer, no TV, make Homer go crazy house, or murder house. I'm actually not sure what's.
Orc may know he's behind here, so he might be trying to be a bit risky.
He is.
The runners are both synced here on 2 different missions, though.
He's behind, but he's also relying on a very big mistake from Vapo here.
Well, he has to.
Vapo to drop the waist now, very late, because he will have to restart due to an inability to get back to the nuclear plant in time. And Vapo is taking this pretty smooth. He's going to get a decent jump and a decent drop. Missing human cookbook though, but he was on the line.
These are 2 different missions, but they're synced up almost perfectly.
Or maybe the game code just did something wrong and Grandpa looks like Snake. Moving now on to Autopsy Part 3 for Vapo and Autopsy Part 2 for Orc. Orc opting for a strange route, one that I don't normally take myself, but I'm not really sure if it's faster, to be frank. Now, the difference between the 2 missions are in Autopsy 3, you have a race to do. In Autopsy 2,
Oh!
Orc gets a massively unfortunate pixel. Dear me,
There's
this
one
run is
pixel there.
not fortunate for Orc at all. Now, Orc will have to escape from the car that has the speed of a sub-boss and the tenacity of a level boss. Should do it very safely, as it's actually going in the incorrect direction, and we drive past very, very nicely. And Vapo will be trying to get to the power plant with Bear. Vapo on the sub 14-minute run. This is truly fantastic. I did not know I'd be witnessing history when I sat down to do this commentary today.
This town is going to pay for this.
Although, in seriousness, both of these runners will not be getting PBs, as they both have 133s, which are immensely good times to have.
Does Vapo have a 133 now? I thought he hit a below 134.
No, he recently got a PB.
Oh, did he?
His time right now is a 133.43, which he got 13 days ago, according to the leaderboard.
Yes, he does. There's only a
Vapo's
10
time is
second
actually 7 hours. Oh, what is Orc opting for a very quick?
Oh, he's switched to first person here. Oh, we got hit and run here as well. That's not too good.
And Vapo taking this very smoothly, not opting to go for a
Orc
big
has
jump.
to reset there, or
Jump.
he'll get head on and lose the waist.
Now, Vapo going through the last objective of the game. He has to get away from this alien car, which we can get away from easily because we can take a shortcut. He'll take that fire truck ladder, or maybe even not, to be safe. He's not going to take the ladder to be safe. And
He's not on
probably gonna
PB
carry
here.
this home.
Orc is one hit from death here, but he has a wrench right here.
I think that was a 2-hit. The smoke
Yeah,
doesn't
I
look
think it
dark
was.
enough to me.
Yeah, I think it was as well. I think I was wrong.
And now will
It looks
Vapo
like
get that cup?
Vapo is
No,
good.
but he will get a fantastic catch and finish the race with the best time so far of the tournament in any of the races of 1:35.25. Congratulations to Vapo. He will be continuing in this tournament to face Liquid Wi-Fi in game number 21 of the bracket.
Orchlon
with
will be
a
as well.
magnificent time, and Orc will be moving into the losers bracket. I don't quite recall who he will be playing.
I think he might be facing you.
And no, he will be facing the loser of
Oh,
a
got
game
it.
which has not been decided yet.
No, he'll be play. Oh no, he has. No, he
The-
advances. That's my fault. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes to the second round of the losers bracket because
Yeah.
this is the best game we have in round 1. And congratulations to Vapo. We'll see if he wants to be invited in for an interview.
He
For
can
a-
be, but I don't think he talks very much.
We'll see. I'll send him a quick DM and ask him if he wants to.
Hot diggity! Whoa! That adrenaline made me feel alive again. Ow! My neck!
Orc's still finishing up the final mission here. And
My day we call sandwiches Flat Freddy. They cost 4 playing cards a bite.
Homer's neck is just about to snap. Deary me. Okay, Vapo saying he will answer questions in chat, so I suppose we'll just conduct the interview that way. Vapo, how are you doing? Like, how are you doing after that run?
oh, Orc has hit and run here at the end of 7-7.
Will he take the bus, though?
Let's make the scene.
Grandpa not very happy with the Kaiser.
And Vapo, did you have any kind of like worries in the early game? Because you were going a bit behind until Orc missed the cutscene skip in part 1. Did you kind of like have the confidence to know I've got a better late game than Orc and that I can finish this? Or were you kind of getting a bit worried until that cutscene skip?
What's the big idea? What's the big Can't you see I'm driving here? Oh, I wanted a peanut.
Yeah. well, to be honest, Vapo, what you did provide was a very Orc on a very strange line here and opting to reset. I would say I was quite. This is going to sound strange, but there was something quite pleasing about calling the difficulty you have with it and then seeing it for yourself. And Orc finishing up. Perhaps he would have gotten the Human Cookbook again with a sub 140 run, and it will be a 139 10.
Oh,
0.69.
0.69. Well done.
Everyone.
0.69 is well done. Let's see if we can get Orc in here as well.
Okay. I will send Orc a. I think he's already in the Discord, so he should be able to join in whenever he
just
wants.
for a quick interview, because our next
I'll
race
just
is
send
beginning
him
in about 10 minutes here.
We have a very brief amount of time.
It's hit and run again, so.
I think it's Capes versus Zoton.
I believe it is, yeah.
And I sincerely hope the commentators will remind Zoton of his faux pas in the KSM. Homer buying Mr. Plow, of course, from his husband.
Dad, I'm really proud of you for rescuing us all from that alien
Okay, Orc
invasion.
still hasn't come in here yet. 1 second. I'll send him a DM.
No, homie. You're the town hero.
Sweet. And the ninja babysitters? Was that real or a hot dog dream?
Hot dog dream. Dad, your fans want you outside.
Fans?
I'll send it in chat as well, just make sure he sees this.
Oh,
Come
those
in.
fans.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, he's in setup.
He's in the setup, so he'll be coming in when he's ready. And Orc, we have you here.
So Orc,
You here to reset.
I have 2 questions for you. I have 2 words for you, Orc. Quick cash. What happened to Quick Cash?
Okay, first Wiggum followed me.
Yeah.
It would have been okay. He got out of the choke point where he, gets lost.
Yeah.
It would have been fine if I didn't look back and then crash into a different car. I still would have gotten away if I didn't look back and just trusted that I would get away. Then I restarted. Then I got to the armored truck. Then as Sedan was like right next to the path you go out while being alongside the armored truck, but that was fine. I could have handled it. And then an SUV came in front, and that scrubbed some speed off the truck that it didn't get stuck. He circled around the pillar.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe
for you is though, what were you thinking when you saw the darkness of the smoke in your second attempt? Like, I myself was just saying, that looks far too dark. You shouldn't be going for this, and you got the blow up. What were you thinking?
I think you still have an advantage there as well, Orc, and then you went for that.
I should have just went for the wrench. Probably would have saved me 3 minutes at least. Man, I couldn't believe it. Like, I thought I had like 1 tiny hit remaining as health. And I knew the armor truck needed just 1 tiny poke to kill because his HP was full. I mean, his damage was full.
Yeah. So, Vapo will be moving on this to face Liquid Wi-Fi in the second round next week. And Orc will be moving on to the second round of the losers bracket, which will be happening in 2 weeks' time.
And we have no idea who will be playing. We have we don't even know the game from which he'll be playing the loser of, so
yeah, it's going to be the winner of.
It's going to be the loser of the winner of Tweety and LP3 versus the winner of Pet Mango and Project OP. The loser of that game, if that makes any sense to anybody at all.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap this up right now because we have only 7 minutes until the next race is scheduled to start. Does anyone have any closing things to say?
Revenge match, Vapo. This is bracket finals.
And what were you thinking, or just briefly, when you missed the science fair project?
The science fair project?
Yeah, the drop on the bridge in level 6.
The card. The
I
card.
don't know what card.
Remember, on 6-7, you attempted to get the card, or you didn't, and you had an extremely strange line for the bridge.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't attempting anything. I was just trying to. I was just trying to be fast enough in case Vapo blew a waste.
That's fantastic. And you can get bored. Many sleepless nights ahead, I think.
Nobody got Mr.
Yeah, like the shame of losing to Vapo is never gonna go away.
The shame of missing Bort stays longer, I'm afraid. But,
Mr. Plow, but you got Human Cookbook.
You did
They put
indeed
it
a
on.
very good human cookbook at that, but Vapo did get pin pals. But we do have to conclude there, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Coming up next, we have Zoton 2 versus Capes Everywhere, and I believe Pessimistic Mango and Season are on commentary there as well. So that should be coming up in about 5 minutes around there. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see both.
All right, guys. GG Vapo.
Yeah, we won't see Orc next week. We'll probably see him the week after, but we'll see Vapo against Liquid probably sometime next week.
A sincere thank you from me too. I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been a very fun race to watch, as you can tell by the excitement you can hear. And so thank you very much, and yeah.
All right.
GG, everyone. Well played.
All right.